Alrighty guys, this is Drax, and as the title suggests, I'm back with another video. This time showing you how to tame most flyers on Ark Survival Ascended. So getting straight into the video, the first flyer you'll normally want to get on Ark is a Pteranodon. And simply here, you're going to wait for it to get close, then you're going to bowl it and trank it out, or knock it out with a club, or even a slingshot. You want raw meat to feed it, and at least some narco berries to keep its torpidity up. Remember, an easy way to get prime meat for any tame, which will be very effective for taming most flyers in Ark Ascended, is to kill any sort of baby dino. That would be my recommendation for getting prime meat. I won't run through all the specifics of the tames as I mentioned them in the video, but as you upgrade from one to the next, you want to check out dododex.com or another reputable, updated taming website for all the details, such as what you need for the level you are taming and how long it will take. It will also show you all the kibble recipes for those higher level tames as you progress through the game, so you can get the most levels from taming. Moving on, for the next level of flying creature, this is probably an Argentavis. And you can simply aggro these with your Pteranodon that you should already have at this point, that being one of your first flyers. And then lead the Argentavis into a trap, trank it, and tame it. A common RG trap is just a pillared 3x3 with a gate on the front. You can fly through with the Pteranodon, but the RG gets stuck. Then you need to land, leave the Pteranodon close to the RG on passive to keep its aggro, run around to the front of the trap, and shut the gate. Or, even easier, you could just use a few dino gateways in a row and add a final gate at the end when the RG is in to get them caught. A good armor set and a bed nearby to the trap is always good for the idea of respawning, just in case it goes a bit south. For another example, if it's a creature that is normally scared, like the Tapejara, you can consume rare flowers. This makes them angry, so they actually chase you. Then you can also lead these into the trap and trank them. Rare flowers can be obtained from supply loot drops, or more commonly the beaver dams, which I'll show on screen now, around about these locations. Or if you have a Ferrazino, then simply go to the swamp and harvest these plants for loads of rare flowers. You're going to want the delicate harvesting levels up on your Ferrazino to get more of these. There's 10 seconds aggro time per flower consumed. As soon as the rare flowers have worn off and they are in the trap, you can just stay in with these guys as they will resort to their usual behavior, which is running away again, but they won't be able to, and then it's trank time. Then for other flyers, maybe over water or high up in the air like Quetzals that you want to tame, you want to lead them to a beach or a safe spot on the ground. Here you can use giant bee honey to bait them to the ground, where you can also bola or trap and trank depending on size. Giant bee honey can be a bit harder to get, so check out my guide on the channel here and this will help you out a bit. Make sure to check out my full Quetzal taming guide also if you're having a little bit of trouble. There's 2 ways to tame Quetzals. One, if you don't have a Quetzal and you just have a standard flyer like a Pteranodon or an Argy, and the other way using a Quetzal to get more Quetzals. And for the final way in this video, there is always shoot them from another flyer. This currently is only really from the platform saddle of a Quetzal or the rider seat of a Tapejara, but will become more of a standard thing as we get the net guns and other creatures such as the griffins in upcoming expansions. If you do have net guns and griffins in game at the moment, maybe through the use of mods, or you're watching this video later in 2024 or beyond, then you can just fly after another flyer. And my best advice would be aggro with rare flowers or guide it with the bee honey to a safe looking place, then net and trank it. Traps are not seen by all as a good thing in Ark, and the devs are constantly working on Dino AI to get creatures to avoid these in Ark Ascended, but I will say they are a nice way to contain certain creatures and can make them safer whilst taming too, so no pesky critters can ruin your tame. But if you choose to go the more direct route of tranking, hitting with a bola or netting these flyers in the air, then wherever they fall, I'd always recommend putting some spike walls around them for protection as soon as possible. A good RG is always nice too, one with decent melee, so you can clear away certain annoying dinos and critters and knock down any nearby trees too, so you can check the area around the tame during the process. You don't want any nasty surprises when taming. That said, there is the video guys. I've tried to condense as much information into it as possible in the shortest amount of time. If you have any top tips for taming flyers to share with any of the new players in Ark Survival Ascended, make sure to drop them in the comments below. If you are a new player trying to tame something and would like a guide specific to that tame, I always check the comments, so write any request down in the comments or check my other videos. There might be a guide on there already. Like and sub for more videos like this one, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.